Everyone, so today we will be discussing a very important topic called Master Cursor AI like a pro. So, how can you actually master the Cursor AI? We have already covered in a previous video what is Cursor AI, but now we will be understanding how can you become the pro in this. Okay, so make sure to watch this video till the end because I will be telling core components also, cursor skills that you should know in 2026. Okay, so what are the things that I will be covering? Just give you an overview. First of all, what are cursor skills? Then like why skills are needed to use this, then how skills work, core components, what are the types of skills, then creating custom skills, then best practices and real world examples, and lastly key takeaways. Okay, so without wasting time, let's go ahead. So first of all, let's understand what are cursor skills. Okay, so see, a cursor skills I think are simply a reusable instruction, that teaches cursor AI how to perform a specific task. You can think it like training an employee. Okay, instead of explaining the same work every day, you train them once and they remember it forever. Okay, just for the example I am giving you, so I can say cursor skills works exactly the same. Without the skills, every time you want a React component or an API, you have to explain everything again. Okay. For example, creating a React login page using Tailwind and use functional component, use TypeScript, follow my folder structure. Tomorrow you will repeat the same instruction again and again. Okay. But with skills, the best thing is that you simply type slash react component. Cursor already knows where's your folder structure, naming conversation, tailwinds, typescripts, and instead of writing long prompts, you use one single command. Don't you think it's crazy? Okay, so I hope you got the point because I have given you a very simplest example. Okay, let's go ahead now. Now the question is, why do we actually need cursor skills? You might be thinking. So see, without skills, every conversations with AI starts from zero. That creates several problems also. Firstly, we keep repeating the same prompts. Secondly, AI may generate different coding styles every time. And thirdly, the output becomes inconsistent. That means different file structures, naming conversation, or formatting. So finally, we will waste a lot of times explaining things repeatedly. Okay, but now let's look at the benefits also. With cursor, like with the cursor skills, the AI always follow the same coding standards. Development become much faster, and responses become also more accurate. And if you are working in a team, everyone gets the same consistent code quality. So the cursor skills improve both speed and consistency. This is what I think. So this is all about the problems without skills and what are the benefits of using the skills. Okay, now let's go ahead. How cursor skills works, let's understand this thing. Okay, so the process is actually very simple. Step one is we invoke a skill. That means, just for example, one type if I write. Okay, so like slash API root. Okay, step two is read instruction. Cursor reads all the instruction stored inside that skill. This instruction maybe include use express or use JSON responses, validate inputs, handle errors, follow folder structures. These are the things are included. Step three is all about generate codes. Cause like cursor generates the code according to the like those rules that they have trained. Then step 4 is all about review and ship. That means the developer reviews the generated codes and it will ship it. Notice something important. Cursor isn't just guessing anymore. Like it's following predefined instruction that we already created. That's why skill generated much more reliable code. Okay, I hope you got the point. Now let's understand core components of cursor skills. This is a very important slide, so make sure to pay attention. Okay, first of all, let's understand name. Okay, for example, React component, API root, database schema. Okay, these all are come in a name. Then let's talk about the purpose. What problem does this skill solve? Just for the example, see, purpose tells cursor what the skill is supposed to do, like what skills is supposed to do. Just for example, generate reusable React component. Okay, then instruction, third one is an instruction. This is also most important because here we define all the rules. For example, use TypeScript, use Tailwind CSS, use functional component, follow clean architecture. Okay, then let's talk about the examples. This is all are the core components of the cursor skills. So my only goal was to make the things very easy for you. Okay, now let's talk about the examples. So examples teach cursors exactly what kind of output we expect. So the more examples we provide, the better the AI understands our expectations. Okay, then last one is the constraints. So constraints tells cursors what not to do. Firstly we have told like what they have to do. Now we have to like we have to tell what not to do. For example, like don't use inline css, don't use deep don't use the deprecated libraries, or don't duplicate the codes. Together these five components I think make every cursor skills intelligent and reliable. Okay, this is what I think. Now let's go ahead with types of cursor skills, right? See, cursor skills can be created for almost every software development task. Let's look at the major categories. First of all, development skills. Okay, this generate production ready React, Next.js, Express, or Node.js code also. Okay, then next one is a testing skill. That means this automatically create jest, then playwright, high press, test cases. This is what it will create. Then documentation skills, let's talk about this thing. So this generates readme files, apis documentation, or code development, or like not a development but I can say code comments. Okay, then next is a dev oprs skills. Okay, okay, this skills generate dockers files, terraforms configurations, github actions, and ci/cd pipelines also. Then last one is the productivity skills. Okay, I think these skills will like help with debugging, refactoring, optimization, and code review. So instead of creating one giant skills, developer usually build multiple specialized skills. Okay, so these are the multiple specialized skill. So developer are using to build just instead of creating one giant skills. Okay, let's go ahead. Creating your own cursor skills. How can you create your own cursor skills? Let's understand this thing. So there are simply 5 step process that you need to understand. Step one is identify a repetitive task. Maybe creating React component. It can be maybe, right. Step two is write detailed instruction. Explain exactly how the AI should work. You have to tell. Okay. Step three is all about add examples. Show accept like just show expected inputs and outputs. Okay, then step 4 is save it as a skill. For example, slash clean react, you can save it. Okay, step 5 is all about reuse anytime. That means whenever you type this slash clean react, cursor automatically creates TypeScript's component, uses React hooks, applies Tailwind CSS also, handless error, then follow your project structure also. So one important tip is to start by creating skills for the task you perform more often. So the task that you are doing more often, just start creating skills for that particular task in cursor. Okay, and those skills provides the highest return on investment, trust me. Okay, now we are at last slide I can say. Okay, of this best practices and real world examples. So see, firstly, one skill should solve only one problem. Don't create huge skills that do everything. Don't make this mistake. Okay, so this is the number first thing. Then second thing is always write clear instruction. See, the clearer your instruction, the better cursor performs, right? The third one is always include examples. Example significantly improves AI accuracy, right? So make sure to add this thing. Fourth one is keep updating your skills. As your coding standards evolve, your skills should evolve too, right? This is also important because when your coding standards will evolve or improve, your skill should also evolve at the same time. And finally, reuse skill across projects and share them with your team. Now let's see the real world impact so that you will get the clarity. Okay, so make sure to pay attention to this. Okay, yeah. Without skills, so a developer may spend around 10 minutes writing prompts for an APIs, but with skills they simply type slash backend API. So the cursor generates everything automatically. It reduces the time from 10 minutes to, I can say, 30 seconds. Don't you think it's a very crazy thing? Okay, so that's a huge productivity improvement. Okay, now let's talk about the key takeaways. As you have watched the whole video, so I don't want you to just only watch the video. I want you to do some practical task also. So what are the key takeaways that you can take from this whole video? Right. So see, cursor skills are like reusable AI instruction that you already know. They teach like cursor your coding standards once and reuse them forever. Okay, they improve consistency by generating the same quality of code every time. They increase development speed because long prompts always becomes simple commands, and over the time cursor starts behaving like your personal coding assistant. The more you teach cursors through skills, the less prompting you will need. So at the end, very one important thing that you have to understand is great developers don't just write reusable codes, they also build like reusable intelligence also. So this is all about the whole thing. I hope you got the point. So cursor AI is a tool where you have to actually test and try. So these are the key points that you have to completely understand. I hope you got the value from this video. So make sure to watch this make sure to watch this video again. If you haven't understand anything, you can do comment. We will love to help you. Okay, see you in the next video.
If you have any question or any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye and have a nice day.